Okay, so just going to attempt to install VS Code on Linux. I've been using it on a laptop recently running Linux Mint, so I installed it the other day, so I've half forgotten the instructions. So let's just see how quickly we can install it, shall we? This is just updating repositories, and I'm just following some instructions online on linuxeyes.com. So just do this as well. Okay, nothing to upgrade there. Import the Microsoft GPG key using following wget command. Okay. Okay. Enable Visual Studio Code repository by typing this. Can't talk properly today. Okay, and then finally sudo apt install code. Okay, so it's telling me to use snap. Fine, let's do that then. So let's try this. Yeah, there we go. I've read that some kind of hardcore aficionados don't like snap. I think it adds an extra potential layer of complexity, but I think it's more user-friendly potentially. I don't know much about snap. Snap packages are easy to upgrade and secure. Unlike the standard deb packages, snaps have a larger disk footprint and longer application startup time. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's going to upset me too much in this case, so can we run it? Code? What's going on? Yes. Here we go. So, how long did that take? I think we've been running for 2 minutes 40 seconds. So that's not bad, is it? Read more, no thanks. And yeah, what's going on there? Oh, it's made my toolbar go my toolbar's gone transparent. That might have been me tinkering. Don't really want a transparent toolbar. Let's just set that back out. That's better. Okay. Right. So we're in business. What next? Let me just show you something. So I'm just going to make it the font. Make it. Okay, so print hello world, Control S, and we just call it w.py. We don't want the hash. Okay, right. Yeah. Do you want to install the recommended extensions for Python? Yeah, why not? Linting debugging, multi-threaded Microsoft, blah, 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 yeah. Go on, install it. Do whatever. The main extension that I find useful is one called Coderunner. And I think millions or hundreds of thousands of people have installed it. So let's go for that, and to do that we go to Preferences, Extensions. Oh, okay. No Python interpreter is selected. You need to select a Python interpreter to enable features such as IntelliSense, linting and debugging. Let's select our interpreter, 3.85. select linter. Let's go for pylint. Any other questions? I'll install it if it's not installed. And the great thing about VS Code is it gives you a nice terminal here which you can do everything from, and you don't have to go going back to your terminal like that. So what next? Coderunner. That's interesting. The theme comes first. We don't want the theme yet. Let's go for Coderunner. 5 million people have installed it. That's quite a good number of people, isn't it? One of my reasons for installing VS Code is that occasionally I do dabble with little snippets on Windows, and also rather than use PyCharm and then one day go back to doing some C code and have to use a different IDE, obviously you can pretty much do everything under one roof with VS Code. So let's go. And does that make it go away? Some shortcuts. What was that one? That one. Yes, there we go. So you can do Control J, which makes the console appear and disappear, which is quite nice. I think F5. No, Control Shift F. What was run? Run without debugging. Control and 5. Hello world. There we go. So we have the ability to type code and compile it all on the same, not compile it, and run it all on the same screen. Potentially compile it if you're writing C or C++ or something else which needs compiling. So I think that'll do for now. I mean, really all I've wanted to do is just to prove and just let everyone see in November 2020 how it only takes 2 minutes 40 seconds to install VS Code on Linux, and I think it looks rather excellent, and it gives you the full access to the command line through terminal, which is fantastic, isn't it? So it's about that. What's not to like? It's free. And I mean, also in all seriousness, let's just hover over print. I mean, one of the things I've started finding useful about it is that it offers you all of the optional keyword arguments for whatever it is you hover over, which can be quite time saving because you don't have to go and look up documentation on another screen or Google it or whatever. And obviously there are thousands of extensions. One thing is a little bit, you can do debugging as well. Yeah, debugging. So if we do for I in range, let's go 1 to 10, and then we do print I, and then we can debug it there. Yeah, there we go. And then if we do Control 5, it does not debug it because I did the wrong command. So let's do start debugging. Python file. There we go. So it stops, and then we can do step over, step into, step out, restart. So what should we do? Should we do, let's just go to the next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think that's one of the mistakes that I and probably everybody makes with Python occasionally is just to print variables to the screen, but obviously that's more typing. So rather than typing print blah 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 variable name, just click there, you get a red dot. It's easy, isn't it? So yeah, there we go. I don't know if anybody else finds VS Code great, rubbish, terrible. If you think it's better to stick to a text editor, and as you can see, I was attempting to download a new screen recorder. However, I've decided against using any questionable versions, and I've started using something for, if anybody's interested, I've started using something called OBS, which I don't know if you notice any difference on this with regard to the quality, the sound quality. If not, then that's good. If you think it's worse, then let me know. But if it's no worse, then I'm going to stick with this, and it's free, and it's called OBS, and I think it's got a lot of potential, and I quite like the user interface, and it looks like it's going to do the job very, very well. So OBS for screen recording, Visual Studio Code, and they haven't cost me a single penny or dollar or euro or yen or ruble. So yeah, no, that's just a little roundup of VS Code. Hope you liked it. And what was I running? I was running, in case anybody's interested, Linux Mint 20 and 20.04, and let's just, and what else might you want to see? Let's do that. There we go. And let's go for some of that. There we go. And anything else? Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. Thanks for watching. Bye.